It's time for NASCAR racing this week. Hello everyone, welcome to the season finale of NASCAR racing this week. I'm your host Bryce Turner. In the news, the latest on the silly season. Let's start with the rumors. According to a report on Fox Sports 1 Race Day, Ryan Newman will head to Richard Childress Racing, pushing Jeff Burton to a satellite team in Swan Racing. The report also mentioned that RCR will remain a three-car team. Newman moves to the team, pushing out Burton. Earlier rumors make us assume Austin Dillon will get the ride that Kevin Harvick holds this year. Meanwhile, if Burton moves to Swan Racing, this will leave David Stremme without a ride. Once again, these are just rumors from the NASCAR garages. Nothing has officially been announced just yet. And a couple of updates, this time official. Kyle Larson will drive the number 42 for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, and AJ Allmendinger will drive the number 47 car for JTG Daugherty Racing. These two full-time moves will take effect next year. Sunday's NASCAR races led to some drama. First up, in the Camping World Truck Series race in Canada, Chase Elliott spun out Ty Dillon for the win. Dillon was running out of fuel and moving slowly when the incident occurred, and Dillon was not too happy. Ty said, quote, "I hope he runs Iowa. He won't finish the race." End quote. Iowa is where the series heads next weekend, and yes, Elliott is on the entry list, so that could lead to some more drama there. And Max Papis got into the back of Mike Skeen after Skeen raced him hard. Following the race, Mike's girlfriend, Kelly Heafy, slapped Papis in the face. Papis told ESPN.com the slap dislocated his jaw. Max said, quote, "She took a full hand and she slapped me so hard. I'm not kidding. My jaw got dislocated and my left ear is still ringing. Big time." End quote. According to Skeen, Heafy was not the only one acting up. Mike said, quote, "Max escalated the situation beginning on the cool-down lap, and as soon as we got behind the wall, we spoke face to face, and then I left to return to the garage. I was unaware of the incident with Kelly until later. Max further escalated the situation by coming in our trailer and grabbing Kelly aggressively." End quote. Post-race drama continued after the Cup race Sunday night at Atlanta. Carl Edwards was not happy about Jeff Gordon's slide job for the lead. Edwards said, quote, "He just slide jobbed me, and I thought it was really out of character for him, and I don't understand what was going on there." End quote. So later in the race, Edwards battled tight with Gordon for that top spot. At one point, the two cars collided, but did not wreck. Gordon commented, quote, "I have a problem with the guy when I apologize for sliding him, and he proceeds to tell me all the things that I did wrong in the race." End quote. So dramatic September Sunday it was this past weekend, and we'll see what happens on Saturday night when a handful of drivers battle to get into the chase. Yeah, the race will be a nail-biter, all right. Coming up, a special feature report in which we look ahead to the remainder of the NASCAR season while we wrap up Season 1 of this program. But first, it's time for the race review. Race review cautions. Race review lap leaders. Advocare 500 from Atlanta, winner Kyle Busch. On today's feature report, we'll look ahead and wrap things up. Let's start off by looking ahead to the remainder of the Cup season. Let's check out some storylines to watch. Some storylines to watch for in the next few months. Who will win the 2013 championship? Will it be a dominant driver such as Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, or Kyle Busch, who has been good all season long so far? Or will it be one of the wild cards who may or may not get in the chase as of now, such as Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, or Joey Logano? We'll see what happens. Will Juan Pablo Montoya return to NASCAR or move to IndyCar? With Kyle Larson taking his place in the number 42 Chevy next year, Will Montoya stay in search for a ride in NASCAR, or go back to the open-wheel circuit of IndyCar, or even his roots in Formula One? We'll see what happens there. Who's in, who's out? With the Chase cutoff race this Saturday night at Richmond, who will get in? We have drivers inside the top 10 and outside of the top 10 right now who have an equal shot of getting inside the top 10 or one of the two wildcard positions to get into the 12-driver field. We'll see what happens there as well. And the silly season shifts. What will happen? Well, we've got some silly season shifts already, with plenty of drivers switching teams, and there's sure to be more before this year finishes. So the silly season shifts. We'll see which drivers go where, who their sponsors will be, who their teams will be, who the crew chiefs will be, and more. So those are some storylines to watch for in the next few months. Now it's time for championship picks from the NASCAR Racing This Week crew. Who does our crew pick to win the 2013 championship? And this is out of drivers who are already locked into the chase. Well, I pick Matt Kenseth. Meanwhile, everyone else picks Jimmie Johnson, so that's who the overwhelming pick is out of our NASCAR Racing This Week crew. And finally, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for watching Season 1 of NASCAR Racing This Week. The program will return next summer, but for now, tune in to NASCAR 5 for your Motors fix. The next episode of that show will be posted this Friday, September 6th. Coming up next, we'll shut off the ignition switch with updated standings and schedules to wrap up the season. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. The latest on NASCAR-related charities on Making a Difference NASCAR Style, premiering September 12th on NASCAR 5. The latest news, stats, and more during NASCAR's playoffs. The Chase of 5 coming September 12th to NASCAR 5. Jimmie Johnson is leading in the Sprint Cup point standings. Casey Kane and Martin Truex Jr. hold the wildcard positions at this time, while there are some drivers inside the top 10 and outside of the top 10 who are on the bubble. They're listed on your screen. Sam Hornish Jr. is atop the nationwide point standings. Matt Crafton is leading in the trucks points race. Next races, Cup Nationwide head to Richmond while the trucks visit Iowa.